Picture this, an early morning on an open plain. 10 massive tanks stand like steel beasts, turrets turning slowly, their cannons ready. And opposite them, 300 armored vehicles roar forward, dust rising into the air like a metallic tide. The question is simple, yet thrilling. Can 10 kings of the battlefield hold back a steel flood, or will sheer numbers prove that quantity itself is a kind of power? To understand the matchup, let's take a step back. Tanks, especially modern MBTs, main battle tanks, were born in World War I to break trench deadlocks. By World War II, legends like the T-34 and the Sherman had reshaped warfare. Today, icons such as the M1 Abrams and the Leopard 2 are rolling fortresses. With composite armor, sometimes covered with explosive reactive panels, and main guns firing 120, 125mm rounds at supersonic speeds, a tank is designed to crush anything in its path. Add to that advanced fire control systems, thermal sensors, and even active protection systems that shoot down incoming missiles, and you've got a machine built to dominate in open battle. The downside? They're expensive, fuel-hungry, and about as subtle as a marching brass band. Armored vehicles, on the other hand, were never meant to be kings. They're the worker bees of mechanized warfare. First appearing in World War II, APCs, armored personnel carriers, and IFVs, infantry fighting vehicles, were created to carry infantry safely across the battlefield. They're lighter, with thinner armor, good against small arms and shrapnel, but not against tank shells. Their weapons usually include heavy machine guns or autocannons, sometimes paired with anti-tank guided missiles. Their strengths are speed, mobility, and numbers. If a tank is a heavyweight boxer, an APC is a lightweight, faster, more agile, but definitely not meant to take a direct punch. So what happens when they meet? Imagine the first scenario: open plains, daylight, clear skies. This is a tank's dream. At 2 or 3 kilometers, tank cannons roar. Each shot means an APC gone in flames. 300 vehicles look intimidating, but crossing a flat field under tank fire turns them into rolling targets. In this theater, concentrated firepower beats sheer numbers every time. Now shift the scene to a city or dense forest. Streets are narrow, alleys are tight, and tanks suddenly become clumsy giants. Their turrets can't swing fast enough. Their lines of sight are blocked. The armored vehicles spread out, drop off infantry, and ambush with ATGMs from rooftops or tree lines. One hit to the side or top of a tank can disable it instantly. In this environment, the swarm of APCs has the edge, using speed, flexibility, and infantry support to take down one tank after another. And then there's the third scenario: night or heavy fog. This is where technology decides everything. If tanks have thermal sights and UAV support, they can still pick off APCs long before they close in. But if not, the darkness becomes the APC's ally. 300 vehicles can creep closer, firing missiles and volleys that overwhelm tank defenses. A few tanks go down, the rest are forced into retreat. Here, the outcome isn't about strength or numbers, but about who sees first and who controls the chaos. In the end, comparing 10 tanks to 300 armored vehicles is really comparing concentrated power to distributed force. On open ground, tanks are nearly untouchable. In urban jungles or cluttered terrain, the swarm can bite back hard. And in poor visibility, the side with better sensors and preparation calls the shots. History teaches us that victory doesn't just belong to the stronger machine, but to the side that uses context, strategy, and cunning to exploit every weakness. So what do you think? Would you bet on 10 Steel Kings with unmatched firepower, or on 300 buzzing machines relying on numbers and mobility? And if you've got an idea for the next wild matchup, say drones versus Roman archers, or an aircraft carrier against a swarm of missile boats, Drop it in the comments. Who knows, your suggestion might just become the next story we explore.